guys, here is my 6-month review of the Alien Gear Cloak-Tuck 3.0. There's what it comes with. Comes with newly updated screws, Allen wrench. Took this off already, but comes with a little Alien Gear keychain, and there's the marking on it. And as you can tell, their production of their extra pieces of kit have gone up a big notch. So there's what you get, that right there. Of course, you still get the sticker. You get the ironclad triple guarantee. You get the little information card. It shows you how to wear it, what to do, and about adjusting, all that good stuff. So that's that. That's what you get. Alright, now, here we go. Cloak-Tuck 2.0, Cloak-Tuck 3.0. And if you're wondering, this is the Bigfoot gun belt, which I will do a review on right after this one. And there's the regular Alien Gear outside the waistband. So anyway, let's get to it. Alright, so I did my 6-month review of the 2.0 6 months ago, and still love this holster. Still does well. Taking off the belt. Still has some issues where it was bending. It's coming loose. Got some more bending over here going on, but still held up pretty good. Now my brother-in-law's, his right here cracked. Just totally split right there. But Alien Gear, having their ironclad triple guarantee, they replaced the whole thing, and I think they only charged him like $6, $7, which is great compared to having to get a whole new holster. And then we have the 3.0, which I must say, they took all of the bad things from the 2.0 and put 95% of it into the 3.0. Now, as I said, we have the bending here. We have the tearing apart right there. We have the bending up here. We have the warping, which still happens to any holster, regardless of what you do, because of where you wear it. I mean, you're leaning forward or you're leaning backward, that's what's going to happen. But what they did is they inserted a little piece of metal in between this neoprene layer and the new and improved rubberized plastic layer, which does have it, takes a little bit longer to break in compared to the 2.0. Took me about, I'm going to say, 8-9 days wearing it every day to break it in, especially the top part here, because like with this one, it gives a lot. This doesn't really give. So when you're sitting in your vehicle, especially being, us fat guys, you got that extra fat on the side, this tends to stick into you, as does the back and the front, which is the reason why mine is so bent up here on the 2.0 and warped back here. On this one, we still have warpage from wearing it, but you can see where it molded to my body. We got it right in the middle. We have a nice groove, and then on the ends we've got the warpage there and the warpage there. But the good thing about the 3.0 is you can pretty much bend it back. It's not going to go back to 100% the way it was because you're wearing it every day, but compared to the 2.0. See that right there? It's still a little bit warped, but you can get it back. Compared to the 2.0, where it's totally all just bent up and misshapen. So that's that. Another thing that's a little bit different are my shells. The shell in the 2.0 is a little bit taller and has more clearance on the trigger guard than this shell. Now I don't know if that's a mistake or if they changed their shells, but you can see the difference. So you get more trigger guard there, less trigger guard there. You have more up here by the stippling and less of that right there. So I don't know what the deal is about that. I'll have to email them after this video. This way they can explain to me why it's different. But if I really wanted to, I can swap this shell onto my 3.0, which is, you know, probably what I'm going to do anyway. Not that it made a big difference, because the flap up here is a little bit taller than the 2.0. So you have a little bit more room up here, so you're not losing pretty much any retention between here and here. Another thing that was different, I got some notes here. Sorry, as you get older you forget things. Oh, okay. The excess neoprene that comes around up here on the corners. Now mind you, this is one of the earliest alien gears out there. It doesn't even have the little alien dude on there. This was one of their, I think 2 or 3 months in, this is pretty much one of their prototypes. So even though it's no big deal, on the 3.0 you don't have any neoprene lap over, and you still have the good coverage. Now here's another good thing. This gets annoying after a while. You have all these, I mean, I know I can pick them out, but I wanted to do the way they sent it to me. So here you have all those extra screw holes with the metal clasps inside of them. But you don't have that here. So you get a little bit more comfort. But the little thing that you're wondering about is, okay, how do I adjust my shell? They don't have the holes there. You still have the same thing, but because of the little piece of metal inside of here, that's where it grabs onto. So there was no need to go all the way through. So that's another good thing. So you got a little bit more screw retention on here. Now, like I said, being this was a prototype, pretty much the spacers were just fuel line. I mean, it worked, but as you can see, they are really, really squished down and almost gone now. This, a lot better material, you can see, and here they are right here, close up. It's a lot better than fuel line. So there's that. Alright, back to the notes. Let's see. Okay. Of course, with any inside the waistband, when you go to holster, if you were putting this on without your weapon, and then you go to insert your weapon, of course it sticks a little bit, and then when you're training and you go to reholster, as with just about every inside the waistband holster, you're going to have an issue. Oh, why do I need to reholster? Well, if the gunfight's over, you need to reholster your weapon. Okay, let's see. Alright, the metal inside, blah blah blah, the neoprene, the holes, the heavy gauge metal, the outer plastic. Yeah, let's go over the outer plastic. On this, you've got some kind of pleather, just cheap pleather. I mean, it gets the job done, but It's, nothing too impressive as compared to, real leather. And of course this cuts down the weight compared to leather. On this, they have some sort of plastic coated, or plastic, but it's got little stippling on it, and it's got their Alien Gear logo, made in the USA. But this feels a lot better compared to this. Now, doesn't either one of them don't really help with sweat. That's what the neoprene's for. And to me, it really doesn't matter what you have on the outside here, because it, touching your pants. So, but this does, because this is smooth and this has stippling, gives you just a tad bit of extra grip on the inside of your pants to stop from sliding as much. And of course, it also depends on which clips you have on. On this, I have the regular over your belt clips. This one I put on the either in the belt or run the belt through it. And sometimes you have your belt going through underneath that one and your belt going out here. It all depends on what you're doing and how much retention you actually need. And let's see, better rubber spacers, yeah, got all that. The shell seems to be the same. Yep, I know it's not Kydex, and I forgot the name of what it is, their stuff, but seems to be the same. I showed you the difference between the trigger guard and over here. The clips, they're the same as the originals. Let's see. Okay, I got you the bottom left corner, showed you that. Yeah, the 3.0 is definitely going to last a lot longer than the 2.0. And as for comfort, like I said, once you go through the break-in period, which this one, like I said, does take a little bit longer to break in than the 2.0, you don't even know you're wearing them. They're so comfortable. I mean, I've been wearing this one for 6 months, pretty much off and on, because it's winter time. I've been wearing a outside the waistband with a bigger weapon, but this is just so comfortable. I mean, there's a few out there. I'm testing another one right now that's pretty good, but this one far superior, and I can't recommend Alien Gear enough. Of course, you get your free sticker, which is cool. You throw them on everywhere. But let's see if I missed anything. We got that. Showed you the middle, the metal, the way it holds retention, the same screws, same setup. This, I would definitely upgrade. If you have a 2.0, I would definitely upgrade to the 3.0. And while you're at it, same company that makes them, go get you a nice gun belt. So there we have it. If you have any questions, put them below. And please follow me on social media, Ghost Hawk Prepper. Give me a like, thumbs up, whatever. And I will see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.
United States Marine Corps! United States Marine Corps! United States Marine Corps!